Okay, guy, you know what time it is? It's time to talk sports and sports. We must. On that note, I welcome you, yes, to Sport Lounge on Voice of the People, 96.1 FM. You know what we do here on Sport Lounge? We bring you up to speed with latest happening in the world of sport that has happened from the morning till now. We know how we do it from football, basketball, Formula One, golf, table tennis, badminton, Scrabble. If it's sports, definitely we'll bring it just for your listening pleasure. Okay, guys, a lot has happened. We're looking at the games that went down the weekend. The top five leagues in Europe, especially the big running to the championship. Talking about the Premier League title. Who would wear that crown? Would it be Manchester City? Would it be Liverpool or Arsenal? Where would the pendulum swing? At the end of the day, we want to hear from you. That's the big talking point for today. We'll look at Bayern Munich. They have considered the title after that loss in the Clasica. And of course, we'll be looking as well what's happening in Spain, where Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Girona all recorded victory. Paris Saint-Germain as well did the job. We'll let you know how well they did it. We'll look at the FA Cup across the federation, including the 36 states, and of course, the FCT. We'll let you know how teams spammed out in that encounter. And of course, if time permits, we'll look at the latest happening in other sports, from table tennis, talking about the Miami tennis, I beg your pardon, talking about the Miami Open. We'll look at cycling, we'll look at MotoGP, we'll look at golf, and of course, not forgetting the NBA, the biggest the basketball league in the world. All these and more, guys, on the show. Don't forget, you can be part of the show. How can you be part of the show? It's simple. You just go straight to Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja on YouTube. You can listen as well on the Radio Garden app. You just go to Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja. Or you can listen on terrestrial radio, 96.1 FM Abuja, the voice of the people. You can be part of the show. Send in your comment on via text, SMS, WhatsApp messages, WhatsApp voice note, call, WhatsApp call. Oh, come on, you can be part of the show because it is Voice of the People and we want to hear your call. The number to call, it's simple: 0700 010 961 961. That is 0700 010 961 96. I'll be your anchor for today. I am your sport bishop, the magistrate, the pilot, the prophet, the professor, none so Arinzechi. Okay, now we go straight to the action. Where else to begin from? But of course, from the local scene.
News from the local scene.
Okay, guys, let's start off the show proper. Where else? We'll go straight to what's happening across the sporting world, guys. I tell you a lot's happening, and we'll start off from, of course, Nigeria. And, of course, let's begin from the world of basketball. Defending champions of the Louis Edem Invitational Basketball Championship, Rivers Hoopers have landed in Lagos for the third edition of the championship. Rivers Hoopers, who were crowned champions of the 2023 Nigerian Premier League title, has been drawn in a formidable group alongside Edun Comet, Hoop and Raids, Kwara Falcon, and the Braves of Ghana. The Kingsmen secured victory in the last edition with a commendable 74-56 win over the Spinex Knights of Ghana. They now have their sights set on securing back-to-back titles. Meanwhile, the Rivers Hoopers will use the Louis Edem tournament as a crucial dress rehearsal for season 4 of the Basketball Africa League. The third edition of the Louis Edem basketball competition will tip off on Sunday at the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. And now let's touch down the camp of the Super Falcons of Nigeria as they begin for that game, that big game against the Bayana of South Africa that will take place here at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja. The Super Falcons captain, Rashida Ajibade, Ashley Palmtree, goalkeeper Linda Utuwako, and defender Jumoka Lani were among the early birds in the Super Falcons camp as the 4 players arrived at Abuja on Sunday. Bafana of South Africa will slug it out with Nigeria, the Super Falcons, in the first leg round of the 2024 Olympic qualifier at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja. I told you that earlier. That game comes up on Friday. Meanwhile, young defender Shukura Oladipo, French-based defender Tochiko Lehi, Japan-based Chidima Okeke, and Spanish-based forward Monday Gift are expected to arrive at Abuja today. The rest of the squad will join the team on Tuesday, while Africa best player Azizat Oshola, Abagbola, like we love to call her, will join the team on Thursday. Having failed to qualify for the Olympic Games in the last 3 editions, the Super Falcons are ready to go all out. Yes, they're going all out to defeat South Africa, pick the ticket, and qualify for one of the 2 African representatives in the women's football event at the 2024 Olympic Games in France. Talking about that competition, we also know that big news coming from the camp of the Super Falcons is that one lady is officially out of that game. I'm talking about no other than, of course, the lady based in Saudi Arabia. That is Ashley Pumphrey. She has been ruled out of the Super Falcons Paris 2024 Olympic qualifier against South Africa due to injury. Pumphrey's absence was confirmed on the Falcons X handle this Monday. That is the 1st of April 2024. Shall be replaced by Jumoke Alani, who already arrived camp ahead of the qualifier. Aside Alani, Rashida, we told you, Jibri is there. Olehi has also joined the camp. We also know that South Africa as well, they've landed in Nigeria as early as Sunday. They were to land on Monday, but they landed on Sunday. They had a first training section today. Wait and see how well the South African ladies will prepare. They're supposed to have landed today, but landed yesterday as we prepare for that massive encounter that will take place exactly 5 p.m. at the Moshood Abiola Stadium. South Africa will be hoping that the likes of Kathleen Kaklana and, of course, goalkeeper Kellen Swart will be part of the team, not forgetting that guy, my guy, and, of course, Swenzi to help their team to qualify for the Olympic Games. They failed to qualify last time out. And let's head to the CAF Confederations Cup and let you know, for fans of Rivers United, it was a great day yesterday. As representative of the CAF Confederations Cup, Rivers United recorded a narrow win against USM Algiers in the first leg in Uyo. Playing at the Gospel Ababio Stadium in Uyo, the hosts tried to seize control of the game from the blast of the whistle, but the Algerians, champions, refused to let go. Augustine Akejepa netted the only goal we hear of the game in the 10th minute to give the Pride of Rivers an edge. In the second half, the Algerian played defensively and pegged back the attacking threat of the home team. Despite the effort of the Nigerian side, they were unable to avoid more goals as the game ended 1-0 in favor of the Nigerian side. The second leg will be played next weekend in Algiers. Rivers United will have to get a draw or refuse to get a 2-goal margin in order to refuse a 2-goal margin loss in order to get to the semi-finals. Okay, seems to have our first caller for today. Yeah, let's go check out the first caller for today and let's hear where he's calling us from. Let's go check out this one. Hello, what's the name and where are you calling from? Hello?
Hello.
Good evening to you. What's the name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
I can hear you. Good evening to you. Oh, wow. Please do try and call us back. Like I said, you can be part of the show. Simple. Get call us, whether it's WhatsApp call, a normal call, a voice note, SMS. Of course, the numbers to call is 0700 010 961 961. Let's take this call again. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
I can hear you. Good evening. What's the name and where are you calling from? Oh, wow.
Hello?
I said, good evening. What's the name and where are you calling from? Wow. Please do try and call us back. Seems the network, come on, it's playing a fast one on us today. Hopefully, we'll see how things pan out. Okay, hello. What's the name and where are you calling from? Can you hear me better right now?
Hello, good evening. Let's talk sport.
Yeah, good evening. What's the name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Wow. Seems the network is a bit dodgy. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from? Wow. Come on, the network is still playing a fast on us. Keep trying. Hopefully, you'll be able to get to us. Come on. Before we move on, let's try one more time. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Wow. The network seems to be playing a fast one on us. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, Nonso Arinze.
I can hear you. Good evening to you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Uche and I'm calling from Buhari.
Uche, talk to me.
So, I just want you to know that my club is going to do well in the next match, which is Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan.
Okay.
So our next match, I believe that the draw we had yesterday,
okay,
I believe we're going to do good in our next match.
So what do you think? Who do you think is favorite to win the title after what we saw at the Etihad Stadium yesterday?
The title, the way I'm seeing it, I know that Liverpool will walk, but I believe at the end we will shock them. Gunners for life.
Okay, thank you very much, Gunners for Life. Thank you very much, Uche, for that one. Come on, thank you very much for being part of the show. Okay, don't forget you can, like I said, you can be part of the show. Simple. How can you be part of the show? It's very simple. Just send us an SMS message, a WhatsApp message, a WhatsApp voice call, WhatsApp voice message, a WhatsApp voice note as well, and then you can be part of the show. Okay, we can see those messages coming in as well on WhatsApp. We'll take them at some point on the show. So keep them coming in. Simple. It's 0700 010 961 961. That is 0700 010 961 961. Okay, now let's go back to what's happening with the CAF Confederations Cup. We told you Rivers United were one goal better in their encounter. And I'm speaking after the game, the coach of Rivers United, talking about the technical advisor, I'm talking about no other than Stanley Eguma. This is what he had to say. He said his team, despite the victory, he's optimistic that his team can do better in the second leg. He said, now, quote, we started with a lot of intensity with the yielded the early goal. I thought my boys would continue that way. We worked so hard to create a lot of scoring chances, but unfortunately, the chances were not converted. The scoreline did not reflect the standard of our play. I was impressed with my team's level of chance creation, but over anxiety affected the team and scoring during the Victor period. We'll go back to the drawing board and see how we can improve on that. The word of Stanley Nguma. For the scoreline, we just thank God we were able to win because that's the most important thing. The word of Coach Stanley Eguma. Moving on now, talking about the game that was played yesterday. The coach of USM Orjas also spoke to the press, and he had one thing to blame for that loss. Talking about Juan Carlos Garrido. He has expressed displeasure that the ongoing Ramadan fasting cost his side their defeat to Rivers United. Rivers United edged past defending champion USM Orjas by a goal to nil in the CAF Confederations Cup quarterfinal first leg at the Gospel Babio International Stadium in Uyo on Sunday. According to him, he said, as we expected, it was a very difficult match because of the quality of our opponent, who we respect a lot. We also played this game in Ramadan without eating or drinking, which wasn't a good condition for my team. To play by 2 a.m. in this weather condition is not ideal. I know the home team has the right to choose when to play, but in my opinion, in this situation, the organizers CAF have to respect our position. I have to congratulate my player for playing in such condition. End of quote. The word of Coach Juan Carlos Garrido. And of course, going to what's happening in the FA Cup across match venues, we know that the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, talking about EFCC Football Club on Saturday at the Buhari Township Stadium, they emerged winner of the FCT FA Cup via penalty shootout, which ended 4-3 of the crime fight in favor of the crime fighters against Sporting Supreme FC. Sporting Supreme FC, a nationwide league, one side took the game to the old timer in the FA Cup competition. EFCC, which paid off in the 29th minute, scored by Stephen Michael at the first stanza, ended 1-0 in favor of Sporting FC. The second half commenced, and it was Abdubaki Abaka in the 74th minute who made it 2-0 against the run of play for Sporting Supreme. But EFC were not deterred by the 2-goal deficit as they crawled their way back, caught a brace from Abubakar Bature to ensure that game ended 2-2. And then on penalties, that game ended 4-3 in favor of EFCC. Also in the female category, one team, Nigeria were made champions for the third time in a row, defeating North Youth FC by 4-0 earlier on in that competition. Okay, we caught up with the coach of the Nigeria after that victory, and he spoke to us, and this is what he had to say about that big win in the FA Cup final that took place on Saturday. Coach Olokere Bankole speaking.
It's a sweet one. Sweet. In the sense that we're struggling at the end of the FL league. So going to the FA Cup final and win convincingly. With a wide margin of 4-0. I think it's a relief to me. It's a moral boosting to me, and it's a result in the right direction to prepare us for the rest of the league matches.
Now, how does this victory propel you guys in your quest to keep your Premier League status in the NWFL?
Quite well, just as I said in my opening remarks, that it's a big relief to us because we've been losing a couple of chances in scoring goal. We use that opportunity to beef up our goal scoring ability, and again to build confidence in the way we play. I wish we were around to see the way we play, because we are switching the ball from left to right, confidently holding the ball. I don't like the league that a lot of pressure, and then playing this match is just a neutral one, not almost win at focus that we do see at the end of the NFL. So it's a neutral something. So other people are able to express themselves, not that one is holding other, that kind of officiating. I don't like talking about, but it was a free game. Everybody were able to express themselves. Even the young girls that will play against you, they were able to express themselves to some extent. At least though they are amateur side, but they were able to give a fight, some bit of fight. To go here. So talking about the NWFL, I think it helps us a lot to approach the next game. Realistically, just to get another 3 points to what we have gotten to improve our position on the table.
Okay. Now let's look at the game proper. A lot of reports says that you guys created lots of chances and of course failed to score lots of goals. I think I've followed your games for some time now, and it seems to be a recurring issue. How are you going to fix the issue of creating lots of chances and scoring lots of goals? And also, what's the target for the team in the FA Cup proper at the national level?
If you check, thank God you recall that has been my style. Down to national team, I can't play a match without creating not more than 20 chances. It has been my style because I believe in attacking, and the best way to defend is to attack. So that's why I do that. I devote most of my time to attacking, playing, and goal scoring. But it's not left for the players to mature enough to convert those chances. This girls' football, to me, no matter the level you are talking about, under 17, under 20, even down to Super Pack, except for some of them that play professional football, they are complete developmental program. I'm telling you to be realistic, because female football is just a borrow game for the girls. It's not like the way the boys are. So I don't really crucify them when they are not doing some certain thing right. They have some time to see cover up. They are not there yet. So, and that's the way I want everybody following female football to understand that it's part of developmental. So if it is not turning now, you should not crucify either the coaches or the technical crew or the players that are playing the game. They need a lot of time for us to. A lot of things are, even some certain organizations that are organizing the tournament are still pure amateur kind of way. I'm sorry to say this one. So, but we need to be patient with ourselves. I need to continue to do something in the right direction. That's the only way we can get it right. The room is not big in a day. It's just a gradual process. So for me, in terms of attacking, yes, they need a lot of chances. That shows that I'm working on this attack. And I believe one or 2 days. Look at one of the players that has passed through me, where they are now. It's working. They are maturing into the game. It's working for them. Look at the ones in the river. Look at wherever they are, being an outside of the country. They are doing well. So that's the way it's part of my job to develop football and female football in Nigeria. So if you don't hesitate to get it right where they are with me, it's just like a training from home. You might not get it right at home, but get home training. But when you go outside, you go and beat what I've learned from home. So it might not be a day. You'll be trained by your family for age of 1 to 15 years. And by the time you are 20 to 25 years, you are out there with your friends or with your family, either as a married man or as a married woman. All this you have learned at home, you need to beat them. That's the way I'm going to work on the female football. So if they are not getting right with me, but they have gained something from me, which they can make use of in future.
And then finally, your target for the FA Cup national scene.
No, unfortunately, me. I don't boast because, as I said, all the players around me, they are part of my developmental. Yeah. They are all coming now. So I don't, whatever they bring, I go, but I just want to make sure that I'm imparting something to them. If you can go further, go ahead, get to the final, I will appreciate God for that. So that's just for me. But I will not relent. I will keep working for them to be good, be presentable, to have a good game, and getting to the final is a plus. And just as I said in FCT, I don't know tomorrow, maybe if I leave Nigeria Tech, but in as much as I'm still in Nigeria Tech, as long as I stay in FCT here, I remain the champion of the FA Cup, because that's what I've dreamt of And this will be the third year that we're winning the FA Cup. So there's still more to come.
Okay, thank you very much again, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you, my brother. God bless.
Okay, that was the coach of no other Nigeria Rattlers Football Club. I'm talking about no other than Coach Olo Kiri Bankole speaking after the that victory, the 4-0 victory against Youth Football Club in the finals of the FCT FA Cup. Okay, guys, other games played in the FA Cup. Well, we know that Abia Warriors were crowned the champions of Abia FA Cup, Abia State FA Cup. They beat Eyimba by 4 goals to 2 on penalties after the game ended 1-1 after 90 minutes. And now we go straight to what's happening in Lagos. It was Ikorodu who retained the crown. Talking about the State FA Cup, they beat no other than Inter Lagos by 2 goals to 0 at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena Stadium in Lagos. Of course, you go straight to Oyo State, where Shooting Stars were shown superiority by Ilaji FC. They beat them in that encounter by after a 3-3 draw in regulation time. They beat them on penalty shootout. 5-4 it ended in favor of Ilaji FC. They are champions of the Oyo State FA Cup. We move on to Kwara State, where Kwara United beat 10-man ABS FC to retain the State FA Cup, winning that game by 2 goals to 1 to retain their title they won last year. And for in all the way to Imo State, the team who knocked out Heartland of Owerri, talking about Ikukoma FC, they were crowned champions of the Imo State after they beat FC Buraja 2-1 to win the IFMO Cup FA Cup in that encounter. That's much we can get from the FA Cup played across the federation. Also, guys, let's go straight to how Nigerian players fared across Europe this weekend. One man talking about Chuba Akpong was on fire for his team. Talking about Ajax Amsterdam in the Eredivisie. The Dutch Eredivisie scoring a brace in a 3-1 win against PAOK Zwolle in the Dutch League. He scored in that encounter, scoring in the 24th and, of course, 84th minute before it was replaced in the 86th minute of play. For one lady called Jennifer Ochegini, she was on fire. She bagged the hat-trick in her team's 4-0 victory against Fiorentina in the Syria League, in this women's league, all the way in Italy. She scored a hat-trick in a 4-0 win against Fiorentina as she continued her beautiful scoring run in the Italian league. Also, we hear that Roman Cyril Dizels, all the way in the Scottish Premier League, also was on fire. He scored in his team 3-1 victory against Albania in the Scottish Premier League. What a way it was. He did for Cyril Dizels, just returning from Super Eagles after he scored, don't forget, in that 2-1 victory against the Black Stars of Ghana. For one man, Terry Murphy, he got his number 9 goal of his 9th goal of the season in his team 2-1 loss to Nantes. Don't forget, our own Simon Moses was just still recovering after he underwent a successful knee injury we picked up in the game against Mali in the international break. Okay, and before we move to take a break and then move to the foreign scene, let's let you know, that our own under-15 national team, talking about the future Eagles. We told you earlier, late last week, they arrived all the way from Morocco after a successful international where they played Morocco in a two-legged tie, losing the first leg 3-2, coming from 2 goals down to draw 2-2, but lost by a controversial penalty to lose the first leg by 3 goals to 2. But in the second game, still played in Morocco, they beat their Moroccan under-15 counterpart by 5 goals to 3. We hear right now they have begun preparation and training for the La Liga under-16 tournament that will take place later this month. And like I said, during that, we caught up with the coach of the team, Coach Patrick Bassi. Coach Patrick Bassi he spoke to me and he talked about how the team fared in Morocco, what it means for the player as they prepare for future endeavor. Let's hear from coach of the under-15 national team, the future Eagles, Coach Patrick Bassi. Congratulations on your outing in Morocco and welcome back to Nigeria. What was the experience like?
Thank you very much. First, I want to thank the organizers, the Nigerian Football Federation, led by Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusso, for this privilege. It was a great experience, both for the technical crew and for the players. It was so wonderful, and we appreciate the Federation for this opportunity, for this developmental program.
Okay, how important was that international in Morocco for the growth and development of these players?
It was very important because we saw in Morocco, like in that facility, they've played around 64 international friendlies of different age group. And we have seen it that, yes, youth development is the key to every nation's success in the Super Eagles. And I think the Nigerian Football Federation has taken the right step of football development in Nigeria, not later than soon. Nigerians will be happy that youths are graduating, are developing, even to the Super Eagles. There will be no time for any crying or not having full confidence on the Super Eagles.
Okay, the exposure has made you to understand the player a bit more of international friendlies, more understanding of the players. Up next is La Liga under 15. What should Nigerians be expecting from that?
It's going to be La Liga under 16.
Yeah.
That is La Liga, not under 15. It's La Liga under 16. I believe by that, with the little experience they've gotten in Morocco, that is another experience for them to build on. I think it is to their own favor and to the betterment of the development of football in Nigeria. And
most importantly, your words for Nigerians who have been supporting this team since your inception of your time as the coach of the team.
I want to thank Nigerians for their support, their prayers, their encouragement. They've not left us behind. Even while we are in Morocco, we receive calls of encouragement, we receive prayers from different people. We want to say we thank you, a big thank you to them. That has given us the boost and the confidence to know that back home there are people that are looking on to us, and we'll make sure by God's grace we don't disappoint them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, that was the coach of the under 15 national team, the Future Eagles, talking about Coach Patrick Abasi, speaking about the team's camp preparation for the under 16, and of course the invitational that went down all the way in Morocco. Okay, right now we'll take a breather, we'll take a break, and when we do come back, we'll go straight to the European scene, and that is where we'll get to hear from you guys. Come on, be part of the show. Send us your messages. I'm talking about your SMS, send us your WhatsApp messages, your WhatsApp voice notes, make us a WhatsApp call. Come on, call us as well on a normal call and be part of the show. The big question is, are they running for the Premier League Championship? Who would wear the crown come the end of May? Would it be Liverpool? Would it be Arsenal? Or would it be Manchester City? Let's hear from you. The number to be part of the show is 0700 010 961 961. That is 0700 010 961 961. We'll take a break. When we come back, Sport Lounge, we're back in your speakers. Don't go nowhere. More to come after this break.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
I'm coming in hot.
Now, you can enjoy the original taste of premium American Romeo's Pizza. Juicy, just the way you like it. To order online from Guarimpa, call 090-8831-5908. Gariki 090-8831-5906. And Lupe 090-9238-9861. Romeo's Pizza, the pizza champions.
Coming in hot, just like the heat.
Every play, every score, and every victory is a story waiting to be told. Sports Bit. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Now you have a voice.
Tune in for all the action. Rep your team and be loyal to the game. Sports Lounge, weekdays 4 to 5 p.m. Now, you have a voice.
Let's take you to the foreign scene.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. You just joined us. It's 2 Sport Lounge on Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja, and I am your sport bishop, your magistrate or pilot or prophet, the professor, none so Rain Zaichia. Come on, we're done and dusted with what's going on in the local scene. We brought you up to speed with the Federation's Cup across the state. The camp of the Super Falcons, we hear that Ashley Palm 3 would not be part of the team. She picked up an injury. She'll be unavailable. We also heard from the camp of Rivers United that after their CAF Competitions Cup game against USM just we looked at everything concerning Nigerian players, even players who play abroad. We heard from the coach of Nigeria as well, the FCT Cup champion, and of course the coach of the future Eagles on the 15 national team, Coach Patrick Bassi. Right now, we're heading down to the foreign scene where we'll be looking at the big games that went down earlier today, guys. Earlier yesterday, I beg your pardon, the big one has to be the game between, of course, Manchester City and, of course, Liverpool. Right now, we know it's official that Liverpool now sit on top of the table. 2 points clear, yes, 2 points clear of no other than, of course, Arsenal, and 3 points clear, of course, the Manchester City blue side all the way from Manchester. Let's let you know how that game panned out quickly. For fans of Manchester City, this is how it ended. A goalless draw stalemate at the Emirates Stadium, and Arsenal became the first team, don't forget, the first team to stop Man City from scoring at home in 51 attempts. Big win for Arsenal. For Arsenal ended their 57-game goal streak. Yes, 57-game goal streak at the Etihad Stadium. 57 games it is for Arsenal as they manage the goalless draw and remain second on the log in that encounter. So, guys, this is how it looks like in that game. We know that if you're a fan of Manchester City, Arsenal handed the advantage to Liverpool in that game as the title race has been open wide. We hear that the bitterly disappointing goalless draw, and I think the biggest winners would have to be Arsenal, who have failed to get a victory in that turf in the past 16 years. Ake picked up an injury in that encounter, was replaced by no other than, of course, Rico Lewis, who came in as a substitute earlier on in that encounter. Don't forget, you can be part of the show right now. We're looking at the running to the end of the season. We have we're done and dusted with match day 31. We have just barely 7 games until the end of the season. Guys, talk to me. Who do you think will be crowned champions come the end of the Premier League season? Would it be Arsenal, the Gunners, the team from London, finally getting their hands on the title after a long hiatus? Would it be Manchester City doing the impossible, becoming immaculate, winning the title for the 4th time in a row? Or would it be Liverpool, who would give Jurgen Klopp a perfect farewell, winning that title for the 2nd time in his reign? So talk to me, guys. We want to hear from you. The numbers to be part of the show is 0700 010 961 961. That is 0700 010 961 961. Simple. 0700 010 961 961. You can send us a message on WhatsApp. You can also send us WhatsApp notes as well, or give us a call on WhatsApp. Or you can also call us on normal call on that same number, or send us an SMS. Let's take this call. First of all, hello, what's the name and where are you calling from? Hello, good evening. What's the name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Franklin from Area 1.
Franklin, how's Area 1 today?
You are doing fine. You are striking alone.
Absolutely, I'm alone today. Franklin, talk to me.
Okay. Talking about Super Falcons game that's coming up. When is the game coming up though?
It's on Friday, the 5th of April.
Okay. That it will be a tough game, no doubt.
Okay.
It will be a tough game, even though Super Falcons are going to have a home advantage. Having been the stadium has been their fortress right from time, so they will have a little advantage over South Africa, but it will be a tough game, no doubt. And talking about the league, I think the league is still open to anybody. Those top 3 between Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City. But I feel at this point Liverpool have a higher advantage compared to Man City and Arsenal.
Why do you say so?
I haven't watched Arsenal yesterday. Because the point different now. Liverpool, they are doing it, and I think with their injury player coming back and the likes of Salah, Darwin Núñez, and Luis Diaz getting their goals, I think they are in the right position to clinch it, and I give it to Jurgen Klopp as a goodbye trophy. So I think they have an advantage, and I would prefer them to take it over Man City anyway. I don't want Guardiola to win it for the first time.
So that is your only grievance. That is don't want him to win it for 4 times.
Honestly, I prefer them clubs to take that trophy. To be sincere.
Okay.
But anything can see happen anyways. All of us have a top game. All the remaining 10 matches have top games.
Okay.
Anything can see happen. I want to talk about Chelsea, please.
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
And the Chelsea game the other day, I think you guys covered the game on live show, right?
On Saturday, yes, we did.
Yes, and that Chelsea game was a very disappointing one. I feel so much for their fans. Like you don't draw to a relegation team without a coach, with one man down, and come on, this is Chelsea. This is Chelsea that we used to know. Okay. They have history to protect, and it's not speaking well of them. To be sincere, they should try to rejig their house and make things better, please.
Okay.
So that is my take. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Franklin from Area 1. Thank you. Okay, you can be part of the show like Franklin. What's simple? Get us a call 0700 010 961 961. That is 0700 010 961 961. SMS, WhatsApp message, WhatsApp voice note, a call or WhatsApp call will do. We'll give voices to those messages. Let's go to WhatsApp. We got a message. This one says, "Evening, Sport Bishop. Happy Easter to you. Happy Easter to you too. I wish the Super Falcons luck for them to qualify. They should win the first leg at home convincingly, so they can play mind games for the return leg in Pretoria, South Africa." Thank you very much, Emmanuel from Wuse 2, for your message. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Also, you can also have your say, like I said, on the major talking part, apart from the Super Falcons, and that big game that comes up against Bayana of South Africa, where we hear that Ashley Ponte is already missing. You can also talk about the running in the Premier League. Okay, as we're expecting those calls and all those messages coming in, quickly let's go straight to what's happening across. Apart from Manchester City, we know that Liverpool as well did the Lord's work. It was a 2-1 victory for Liverpool, I beg your pardon, at the Anfield Stadium. Goals from Luis Diaz in the 25th minute, and of course Luis Suarez, Mohamed Salah, I beg your pardon, in the 65th minute was enough for Liverpool to get past Brighton and Hove Albion, coming back from the early goal scored, no order, by Danny Welbeck in the second minute of that encounter. For Tottenham Hotspur, all they had to, goals from Kabore, an own goal from Kabore in the 51st minute, and of course Son Heung-min, Captain Fantastic, was enough for Tottenham Hotspur also to claw their way back from the defeat to a 2-1 victory at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium after Tai Chung had given Luton Town the lead in the third minute of play. You're talking Premier League, big win there for Unai Emery at the Villa Park. Goals from Musa Diaby in the 36th minute, a wonderful strike, I must tell you. And of course, Enzri Konza in the 65th minute was enough to Aston Villa to get a 2-0 victory against Wolverhampton Wanderers and get them back to the top 4. Talking about the top 4 in the English Premier League. Champions League football still at their grasp. 3-3 draw at Bramall Lane. We thought that Sheffield United had run away with a 3-1 victory, costly a brace from Ben Burton and of course McBurney in the 68th minutes, but of course Japelinia, Bobby de Cordova-Reid and Manus Carvalho had other things coming as they helped Fulham come from 3-1 down to secure a 3-3 draw at Bramall Lane. For Brentford and Man United, the first game ever in history to have 2 goals scored after the 19-minute mark. Man United thought they had clinched, or they have done a smash and grab. They have clinched out 3 points when Mason Mount scored his first ever goal for Manchester United in the 90+6 minutes after an assist from Casemiro. But of course, Christopher Ajer pulled Brentford down, and deservedly so, because they were by far the better team on the night after a beautiful pass from Ivan Toney in the 90+9 minutes of that game. For Nottingham Forest, no Taiwo Awoniyi, still problems to getting goals, but Chris Wood was the man who pulled them back from defeat in the 64th minute after Jean-Philippe Mateta had given Crystal Palace the lead in the 11th minute. That game ended 1-1. And of course, Newcastle, big story coming in. They came from a 3-1 down to clinch a 4-3 victory at the St. James's Park. A brace of penalties from Alexander Isak. And of course, Harvey Barnes scoring twice in the last 10 minutes ensured that Newcastle clawed back from 3-1 down as well, with Antonio, Mohamed Kudus, the Ghanaian, and of course, Gerard Bowen all scoring, but Newcastle had other things. They won that game by 4-3. Anthony Gordon picked up a red card in the 90+4 minutes. Newcastle won that game, but to a big blow, I must tell you, as their captain, talking about Jamal Lascelles, picked up an injury. Talking about he will be out for 6 to 9 months after he ruptured his anterior cruciate ligament in his right knee during Saturday's win against West Ham. The 33-year-old would have surgery here next week. And I'm talking about the game that had Chelsea. We know that one man who was sent off in that encounter. I'm talking about no other than Vincent Kompany. He had a lot to say, and he said, according to him, the standard of refereeing in the Premier League this season hasn't been good enough. That's according to Burnley's manager Vincent Kompany. He was shown a red card by a referee there in England during the 2-2 draw at Chelsea on Saturday after protesting against the penalty decision, which led to defender Leres Assagnon being sent off. 6 Burnley players have been sent off in 30 games this season, the most of any Premier League team. According to Kompany, he said, and I'll quote, I have said it to the referee themselves, refereeing hasn't been good enough this season, and I have said it that in a constructive way, understanding as well the fact that it's not easy for them. The scrutiny is massive, the pressure is bigger than it's never been on the officials. The addition of VAR and more opinions and more officials doesn't make it easy for them to do that job. Do you agree with Vincent Kompany? His team came back from the clutches of death to clinch a 2-2 draw against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. For Chelsea, who were one man up, and also the coach of, like I said, Vincent Kompany was shown a red card in that encounter. Okay, guys, let's let you know that Newcastle beat West Ham by 4-3. Chelsea played a 2-2 draw with Burnley. Sheffield United 3, Fulham 3. Nottingham Forest played a 1-0 draw with Crystal Palace. Bournemouth beat Everton by 2-1. Tottenham Hotspur defeated Luton Town by 2-1. Aston Villa defeated Wolverhampton Wanderers by 2-0. Brentford played a 1-0 draw with Manchester United, and Liverpool were 2-1 better than Brighton and Hove Albion. And of course, the big game of the weekend, which had Man City played a goalless draw. So Man City again continue to sit third on the league table. And now we go to the French League where we can let you know that Paris Saint-Germain coach, talking about Luis Enrique, subbed one man, Kylian Mbappe, in that encounter. He brought in Goncalo Ramos, who came in later to seal the victory for Paris Saint-Germain in that encounter after Vitinha had given Paris Saint-Germain the lead in the 53rd minute. That game ending 2-0 against Olympique de Marseille at the Velodrome. And I can tell you that Paris Saint-Germain are 12 points clear on the league on table. Mbappe was sent off, and that was a major talking point in that encounter. What's Luis Enrique's issue with Mbappe? Taking him out, according to the coach, he said clearly that it's his decision to decide who plays and who sits on the bench. So we're looking at the games played in the French League. These are the results of game being played. Paris Saint-Germain 2, Marseille 0, Strasbourg 2, Rennes 0, Le Havre 0, Montpellier 2, Nice 1, Nantes 2, Clermont Foot 0, Toulouse 3, Lorient 0, Brest 1, Olympique Lyonnais 1, Reims 1, Lille beat Lens by 2-1, and Mainz were well beaten at home by Monaco by 5-2. In Italian Serie A, AC Milan came back from the jaws of a draw. I tell you, to snatch a 2-1 victory against Fiorentina. Goals from Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and of course Rafael Leao in the 53rd minute was enough for AC Milan to get a 2-1 victory against Fiorentina, despite Duncan scoring in the 50th minute of that encounter. Also, we know, if you're a fan of the French League, there was victory for Lazio against Juventus. 1-0. It ended in that encounter between Lazio and Juventus. It was Adam Mursic scoring at the stroke of the final whistle in the 90+3 minutes to give Lazio a 1-0 victory in that encounter. Torino beat Monza by 1-0 in that encounter. The goal scored by Antonio Sarabia in the 69th minute penalty. And of course, Napoli lost 3-0 to Atalanta. Goals from Alex Maranchuk, Gianluca Scamacca, and of course, Tune Koopmanners was enough for Ademola Lookman's Atalanta to beat Napoli at the Diego Armando Maradona. The game between Girona and Frosinone ended in a 1-1 draw. Earlier today, we saw Cagliari play a 1-1 draw with Verona. That game has ended, and Sassuolo played a 1-1 draw with Udinese. Talking about Florentovin scoring the 44th minute, just 3 minutes after Gregory Dufresne had given Sassuolo the lead. We know later tonight, games will come up exactly 5 p.m. where Lecce will take on AS Roma and Internazionale will play Empoli. That one is for 7:45. And now we go to the German Bundesliga. I tell you games, I tell you running thick and faster for Bayer Leverkusen. It was a dramatic win on Saturday coming from the jaws of defeat, which could have been their first defeat in all competition for them. The 2 goals in the 88th and 90th minute from Andrik and Patrick Schick, courtesy an assist from Nathan Teller, was enough for Bayer Leverkusen to get a 2-1 victory against 1899 Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim thought they had taken all 3 points, courtesy that early goal by Beer in the 33rd minute, but unfortunately Leverkusen had all things something coming, winning 2-1 at the Beer Arena and keeping their unbeaten record. For one man, talking about Thomas Tuchel, the coach of Bayern Munich, he has considered the title. He said the title race is over with 7 games to play after they lost 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund in the Klassiker. Talking about that game played on Sunday. Goes from Karim Adeyemi and Julian Racing. Gave Dortmund that 2-0 victory. Their first win in the Klassiker since 2019. They defeat Bayern Munich 13 points behind leaders by Leverkusen. And one man, Thomas Tuchel, has said the title is done. Dusted. Other games played in the Bundesliga, we see Borussia Mönchengladbach were beaten by Freiburg by 3-0. Eintracht Frankfurt played a goalless draw with Union Berlin. Leverkusen defeated Hoffenheim by 2-1. Werder Bremen lost to Wolfsburg by 0-2. RB Leipzig played a goalless draw with Mainz. Bayern Munich lost to Dortmund by 2-0. Augsburg played a 1-0 draw with FC Cologne. VfB Stuttgart and Heidenheim played a 3-3 draw. BFF Bochum played a 2-2 draw with Darmstadt. And now to the Spanish La Liga. We know, of course, that Real Madrid, the final match before facing Man City in the Champions League, ended in victory over Athletic Club thanks to 2 fine goals from Rodrigo. The first goal was a beautiful volley from 20 yards, and he got the second goal as well in the 73rd minute to ensure that they get a 2-0 victory against Athletic Club and are also sitting comfortable on the table. They were also victory over Barcelona, courtesy a strike from Rafinha in the 59th minute of that encounter to give them a 1-0 victory. Girona was also in action. They beat Real Betis by 3-2, I beg your pardon, to continue sitting third on the table. Alaves lost at home to Real Sociedad by 1-0. Celta Vigo played a goalless draw with Rayo Vallecano. And Almeria were beaten at home by Osasuna by 3-0. Valencia played a goalless draw with Mallorca. Sevilla caught the only goal from Sergio Ramos was enough to beat Getafe by 1-0, and Cadiz beat Granada by 1-0. Later tonight, you have Villarreal taking on Atletico Madrid. That game is for 8 p.m. Don't forget, you can be part of the show. Simple. Let's get to hear from you guys. Send us your WhatsApp message. Put us a call. Send us a WhatsApp voice note. Send us a WhatsApp message as well. We can send us a message. You can give us a call, whether WhatsApp or normal call. We want to hear from you. The big talking point is the running for the Premier League title. Where do you put your money on? We know right now Liverpool are 2 points clear of Arsenal and 3 points clear of Manchester City. Where do you put your money on? Will it be Liverpool, who sits top with 67 points? Will it be Arsenal, who are second with 65 points? Or will it be Pep Guardiola and his Blue Army, who sit third with 64 points? Who takes home the title, the Premier League crown, come the end of the Premier League season at the end of May? Let's hear from you. We want to hear from you. Talk to us, because we are the voice of the people. And before we go to other sporting events, let's go to Turkey, where we hear that Fenerbahce members will decide on Tuesday whether the club will withdraw from the Turkey Super League. In March, the 19-time title winner said they would consider withdrawing from the league after their players were attacked by Trabzonspor fans. Fenerbahce won the game 3-2, and Trabzonspor fans entered the pitch attacking security forces and player. At Tuesday's extraordinary general meeting, members will vote on whether the club should withdraw. Okay, now let's leave football for a while, but don't worry, keep the calls coming in, keep the messages coming in. We're here to read those messages. We want to hear from you. Want to hear what you think about what's going on. I tell you, talking about the race for the top 4. Let's take this message. This one is from no other than, of course, it's a long one. And it says, Sport Bishop, for the favorite club to win the EPL, I believe that Liverpool is very serious about winning this title. Looking at the remaining 7 games, I beg your pardon, not 10, 7 games of the top 3 contenders for the league, Arsenal have most difficult fixture than Liverpool and City. I will decide who the favorite when it's 3 games remaining. The plan for Arsenal is second to their last game is Man United at Old Trafford. They will take the grace of God for Arsenal to win there. Otherwise, Man United will spoil their title opportunity if they beat or draw Arsenal. Nevertheless, Arsenal need to win all their remaining matches, both home and away, if possible, and they pray that Liverpool and City drop points, even though City played better and pressed Arsenal yesterday. If Arsenal had a good finisher yesterday, there were chances in the first half, but Gabriel Jesus wasted them. Arsenal were lucky to draw the game with the kind of pressure City put on Arsenal yesterday. I'll be sincere with you, Sport Bishop, and mark this day that I said Arsenal will not win the Premier League this season. Arsenal need to buy a good finisher. Arsenal team is very okay. The only area that is not good is the goal scoring line. Next season will be a better time for Arsenal to win a trophy. If Arsenal get at least 2 strikers and get rid of Jesus and Nketiah, but Arsenal will eliminate Bayern Munich from the Champions League, but they will be knocked out by City or Madrid in the semi-final. That is my opinion. What a long read there. It's coming from Emmanuel from Wusetu. And now let's go to the NBA, guys, and let you know that LeBron James secured a place alongside great Michael Jordan in the NBA record books as his 640-point haul helped Los Angeles Lakers beat the Brooklyn Nets 116-104. James is only the second player after Jordan to score 40 points in more than one NBA game at the age of 39. Jordan, who played until he was 40, achieved the feat 3 times, with James 39 having now done it twice. We had D'Angelo Russell scored 18 to move beyond 10,000 career points, while James also marked the career high by registering 9 3-pointers at the Barclays Clay, New York. Elsewhere, the Oklahoma City Thunder clinched we hear a playoff spot for the first time since 2020 with a 113-112 win against the New York Knicks. The Shy Gills Alexander tipped the game in Thunder's favor when he scored the winning point with just 2.6 seconds remaining. The Denver Nuggets also ensured they will be involved in the season-ending playoffs after beating Cleveland Cavaliers 130-109. Nikola Jokic, a 2-time NBA Most Valuable Player, starred for the Nuggets, registering 23 triple-double for the season, 26 points, 18 rebounds, and 16 assists. The Dallas Mavericks made it 7 wins on the bounce as Luka Doncic scored 47 points and marked his career high of 9 3-pointers in a 125-107 victory at the Houston Rockets. Doncic also added 12 rebounds, 7 assists to bring an end to the Rockets' 11-game winning streak. Okay, guys, these are the results of game played early hours of this morning. Timberwolves 101-99. Bulls beating them at home. The Rockets lost at home to the Mavericks 107-125. The San Antonio Spurs lost to the Warriors 113-117. The New York Knicks were beaten by the Thunder 112-113, and the Kings beat the Utah Jazz 127-106. Games will continue tomorrow morning where the Magic will take on the Trailblazers, Hornets vs the Celtics, Pistons vs the Grizzlies, the Pacers will take on the Brooklyn Nets, the Bulls will take on the Hawks, while the Pelicans will take on the Suns. And now to tennis, where we can let you know that Italian Jannik Sinner cruised past Grimigo Dimitrov in straight set to win the Miami Open men's title. Australian Open champion Sinner, who previously finished as runner-up in Miami in 2021 and 2023, defeated the Bulgarian 6-3, 6-1. It marks a third title for 2024 for the 22-year-old following his success in Melbourne and Rotterdam. And of course, to MotoGP, where we head at Formula 1, Ola Liberty Media has bought MotoGP in a deal valued at £3.6 billion. The US media conglomerate, who took control of Formula 1 in 2017, has purchased the motorbike series from Spanish company Dana Sport, which has owned MotoGP since 1992. The deal will see Liberty acquire about 86 of Donna, and with Donna's management retaining the rest of the business. And then finally in cycling, let's let you know that British rider Tom Pidcock has withdrawn from the Itsublia Basque Country stage race after crashing on a Patrick's run for the opening individual time. Following consultation between the team doctor and the race media team, Tom had been taken to the local hospital for further evaluation. Stage 1 takes place on Monday in the Basque city of Iran over a 10-kilometer course. Pidcock, who's 24, came 11th in the monument Milan Serrano in his last race. Okay, we got a message now coming in. This one is from Chiwendu in Jabi. It says, Happy New Month, the big sport, big fish. Liverpool can win the league if only if and only if they can keep their head up and don't look for any distraction from their opponent, let them take each game as a final. I wish them all the best. This is from Comrade Chiwendo in Jabe. Unfortunately, like I always tell you guys, whatever has a beginning definitely does have an end, and unfortunately, this is how far we can go in today's edition of Sport Lounge. Don't forget, for one man who's talking about Kopama, he's on fantastic form for Chelsea, scoring 2 goals, but unfortunately, wasn't his day for Chelsea. But let's give it this bit of start to work with. We hear that Palmer is the first man, he's the first Chelsea player to score 5 in 5 straight home games since Eden Hazard did so. His brace against Burnley takes him to 13 in 24 league games for the Blues this season. So good one there for Palmer. He's having a great time. Unfortunately, Chelsea sits 11th in the league with 40 points. Okay, guys, don't forget the show will return back in your speakers exactly 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning for Sport Beats. So we'll be here 8:30 a.m. for Sport Beats. Hopefully, the final boy talking sports will be here with me as well, talking about Franklin and Mona. And of course, not forgetting by 4 p.m. it will be Sport Lounge. 4 hours of sport extravaganza. Sport Lounge it would be, but we'll bring you up to speed with the latest happenings across the sport world. We begin to count down to the game that will come up on Friday between the Super Falcons of Nigeria and of course the Bayana of South Africa. Okay, like I love to say, keep talking sport, keep living sport. Sport is life will be meaningless without sports. Okay, I remain your one and only your sport bishop, your sport magistrate, your pilot, your prophet, the professor Nonso Arizichi. Up next, yes, we've got Chinwe Bless in the building. She will take you on a jolly ride as she drives you home. She'll drive you home from where I stopped. I tell you, it'll be a jolly ride. She'll drive you home gently. So listen, don't go nowhere. More to come on Voice of the People 96.1 FM. I'm done. And I'm gone. God bless. Don't stress. Adios. Bye.